Hey everybody, welcome back to Tenza Motorsports. Today we're going to be redoing and cleaning up some roundels. Now as you can see here, the wheels are off the project car that we are working on. This is an S54 Swap Touring. As the wheels are gone to get powder coated, I had to pop all of the roundels out. Now I always try to keep these around, whether you're just cleaning them or actually going through and redoing them like I did to this one. I always try to keep genuine BMW roundels, whether it's the wheels, the steering wheel, the hood and trunk, even the emblems that are on the engine bay. I try my best to either reuse them or replace them with genuine BMW parts. They can take 20 years to finally rot themselves off the car, and if you buy really cheap ones, I've seen them go bad in just a couple of weeks. So what we're gonna be doing is cleaning up the roundels that I have. So like this one here is really dirty. They get hit with rocks, they get scratched, people wipe their wheels when their stuff is dirty. These just get really beat up. They're covered in brake dust, they fade. So we're gonna be going through and cleaning these up. I have two different styles. I didn't realize that there were two different colors of this outer ring here until I had these two sets right next to each other. It looks like this one here has gone a little bit yellow. So I have 4 of them that are yellow and then 4 of them that are a little bit more silver. I'm getting the wheels on this powder coated kind of a gunmetal gray, a little bit more silver, I guess. It's kind of almost a hyper silver with some metallic in it. So if I can get the silver ones cleaned up enough to leave those, that's what we're gonna be doing. But like this one here, you can see that the outer ring is actually black. And this is what I've always done in the past to clean these up because that's the easiest way to make these look nice. But if I can revive the silver that's on these other ones, I'd like to do that. So with that being said, I'd like to pull one of these apart, show exactly what I do to clean these up, polish them out, and basically find smart, easy ways to avoid replacing an entire set of OEM BMW roundels for your wheels. All right, so here are the two different types. Now they are the same build, so it's this side clip that goes all the way around. Now there are the newer versions of these roundels, which are a lot bigger, and this ring is basically missing off of it. You can do a similar process with those. Since they don't have this ring, you're not really having to worry about that. You can just kind of clean and polish up the roundel part and then leave it alone. Now there is something I want to clarify because I'm sure that a few of you are asking. This one, why is there chips and stuff on it? There are chips on this one because the clear coat's starting to fall off, and this was actually the worst one out of all of these. This was the worst one, and so I cleaned this up really nice, just kind of a proof of concept because I was actually doing these slightly different than I've done these in the past. Normally when I get a bad set of these in the past, I would pull it apart, clean it up, and then I would actually take a Sharpie marker and draw the ring of it black. Okay, so we'll start by taking a small flat blade, going around the edge and lifting these tabs without breaking them. And then once these tabs are completely apart, we will be able to separate and bring the roundel out all by itself. From here, it's pretty easy. All I'm gonna be doing is taking this to my kitchen sink, and just like you're washing your hands, you just wanna wash all this. If you've got maybe a toothbrush, if you wanna get a little bit more in depth, you can grab a toothbrush if yours is really bad. This one looks to be the dirtiest out of all of them, so we'll just be taking some Dawn dish soap, then drying them off and bringing them back out to the garage. All right, so we have everything washed here. Don't be too concerned if you can't get this piece very clean. You're not gonna be able to see this from the front of the wheel at all. So you're really just washing this because it's all torn apart and you might as well wash it anyways. Now these right here should be scruffy enough for you to paint, but I normally prep them just a little bit further by using a bit of Scotch-Brite. I just go over them a little bit. If you push too hard, you can actually break these rings. So you wanna be careful doing this. And obviously once you're done with this, you'll wanna rinse them off. You can use soap again if you want to. And then we will get back to these guys here in a little bit, as soon as we're done with the rings. All right, so we're gonna be using some Dupli-Color trim and bumper paint. Rust-Oleum also has one too. These will both work fine as long as it's designed for plastic that's gonna be out in the sun. And then while I'm painting in the garage, I normally just put these down in a cardboard box, and you just wanna make sure that you shoot this surface here and then the edge here. You will see this sticking up out of the rim most of the time, So as long as you're getting everything above that tab painted black, I paint the whole thing, tabs and everything, but as long as you're getting everything above that tab black, you'll have plenty of coverage and it'll look just like we're wanting it to. All right, so the next step is pretty simple. What you want to do is get some fine scratch removers. I used to have, this was like a 3-stage thing, so it was 3, 2, and then 1, and then 1 was actually the polishing one, but I can't seem to figure out where that went. So what we're gonna be using is, this is our scratch remover. This is a very fine scratch remover, and then this is like a polish. And so all we're gonna be doing is starting here, and we'll basically do this one once or twice, this one once or twice, and then this one at the very end. And if it's not coming out with something like this, it's basically just shampoo, rinse, repeat on these. So you just do them until it comes out. If you've got a really, really deep scratch, like I think there's a pretty decent scratch on this guy. I'm not sure if you can see that, but this one here should clean that up. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Let's get started. All right, so here's all 4 of them. I think this turned out absolutely awesome. I was able to get those to shine up real nice. They look almost brand new, and this will probably postpone you from having to replace these for anywhere between 5 to 10 years. What really gets you is, like on this one here, you can see that the clear coat on the emblem right there on the very corner, once that starts to go, it's very difficult to get it to stop. And so if you want to just kind of go through, refresh and clean these up, this is the best way to do it. All you need is a little bit of paint, some scratch remover, and some wax. And I think this is an excellent alternative to replacing them if you're trying to save a little bit of money. The one that I was playing with, so as these were drying, I played with the other type. This is the silver, and I don't like the way that this has turned out. So here is one that was dirty, and I took the Scotch-Brite pad to this until I basically rubbed off all the grime and dirt and crap, and it just makes it look old. It doesn't look too bad here in my hand, but when you put it up to the wheels, it looks really quite odd. Oh, and in the middle of this project, I got a phone call, and the wheels are actually here at the house. I just brought them in. So not only are these done here, we are actually going to be able to install these, and we'll be able to see what they look like on the wheels. I don't have the tires on the wheels, like I just said. I just got them back from the powder coating literally 30 minutes ago, but we are able to install these, so I'm pretty excited to see how that'll look. Before we do that, I want to redo these emblems. You can see they look to be in good condition. Same thing with these, is they're just scratched. So I'm going to do the whole scratch remover and polishing process on these little badges here. And then I'll put some new double back tape on it, and then those should be good to reinstall. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. I think this has turned out absolutely awesome. I love the way that all this looks together. These wheels have come out better than I could have hoped, and I think the center caps clean up really nice. This isn't a move to penny pinch or be cheap with your BMW build. This actually frees up money for you to spend somewhere else something maybe a little bit more fun than just replacing your worn out badges. Oftentimes people think of something that is dirty as being ruined, and as you can see here, that really just going through and cleaning them up and polishing up a little bit can really make a huge difference. And I didn't actually spend that much time polishing. If you wanted to, I think I had some of these that had some pretty deep scratches, and I could have used the heavy scratch remover and done it several times and then moved my way up. And like I said, I did 2 here, 2 here, and then 1 there. And they turned out way better than what I thought they were gonna be. And you could make these look really, really good if you spend just a little bit more time on them. Even at this angle here, I keep looking back at it because I think it looks really cool, but this angle I can see here, all the light reflecting off of this, especially at this angle here, I should be able to see all sorts of scratches. If this was one of the dirty ones we had earlier, it would look horrible. And I just think it's really cool to be able to put a little bit of elbow grease into something and kind of restore it and bring it back. So if you're looking to save a couple bucks and do it a little custom, because obviously this is not how they came, and it definitely makes it look a little bit more unique. So I'm very happy with this project. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below. I'll have as much of this linked in the description as I can. I should be able to find all this stuff. But like I said, the trim and bumper paint, it doesn't necessarily have to be these exact items. This is what I just had in the shop. As long as you've got a couple scratch removers and then a high polish, and like I said, something that's plastic paint that is designed to be out in the sun and is black, that'll work just fine for cleaning up your roundels. Check out our Instagram linked in the description below. We are doing a 10,000 subscriber giveaway. All the details are on my Instagram. All you have to do to participate with that is just follow our Instagram. We're gonna be selecting somebody random out of our followers on Instagram. Also, while you're in the description, check out our Patreon link where you can see early ad-free access of our content starting at just $1 a month. Thanks again so much for watching. We will see everybody in the next video.